I'm here at the Freedom Plaza here in Washington, D.C. It's opposite Municipal Government Building, the Reagan Building, kitty corner from the Waldorf Hotel, that's the old post office building, and of course the Capitol down the street. And here there's a new monument. It looks like it's bronze, it looks like it's made out of stone, but in fact, it's public art, just like the satirical desk that went up on the National Mall last Thursday. It's titled The Donald J. Trump Enduring Flame, a monument to the former president, twice impeached, now a convicted felon, still waiting to be sentenced, who has been indicted for his role in a criminal conspiracy at the federal and state level in trying to overturn the presidential election of 2020. And this particular monument, however, pays tribute to the former president and the, quote, very fine people, quote, he boldly stood to defend when they marched in Charlottesville, Virginia. While many have called them white supremacists and neo-Nazis, President Trump's voice rang out above the rest to remind all that they were treated absolutely unfairly. And this monument stands as an everlasting reminder of that bold proclamation. As a reminder, the Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville, Virginia was organized by white nationalists, and it was to protest the removal of the statue of General Robert E. Lee. Of course, is the West Point educated general who led a treasonous insurrection in the Civil War on the behalf of the Confederacy to preserve the evil institution of chattel slavery. Well, there's been quite a controversy about who exactly Trump referred to with respect to very fine people, with respect to the supremacists and neo-Nazis he denounced. What has been less appreciated is that it was in the context of a rally to protest the removal of a statue which had been put up by white supremacists to terrorize a population after the Civil War and the failures of Reconstruction. His defense of a Confederate statue and of those who were there to protest its continued display is the more telling part of this, and it is missed by many people, I think, in understanding that Trump's ideology is derived from the South, from the Confederacy, despite being a man from Queens. That is part of his legacy. It might be fair to call him the first Confederate president in that sense. Whether we do so or not remains to be seen, but it is important to note that we have freedom of expression to do so here in Freedom Plaza in Washington, D.C., 2024. We have the freedom to speak, to assemble peaceably, to express ourselves, to associate, and to practice religion or not as we wish. You can see there's protests going on right there in front of D.C. city government. May those freedoms continue to ring with life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness here in Washington, D.C. for decades to come.